का मौका दिया। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। जय हिंद।
धन्यवाद। माननीय ओवैसी साहब।
शुक्रिया मोहतरम सर, मैं इस बिल की मुखालिफत में खड़ा हूँ। इस बिल में सेक्शन 5 को तरमीम करके ये बताया जा रहा है सरकार की तरफ से कि स्कोप, नेचर, कैटेगरी ऑफ द ऑफिसर्स, एम्प्लॉइज को वो लोग खुद तकर्रुर कर सकते। But if you see section 5(1), sir, this is just a cosmetic amendment because section 5(1) says the national authority can exercise this power only with the prior approval of central government. Now, this greatly undermines the purpose of the amendment. So basically, there's no decentralization. Sir, this bill fails to set minimum standards and conditions so as to ensure that it is not filled by bureaucrats with limited knowledge of disaster relief and mitigation. Sir, in 18(1), section CA is being added. Now, it requires that the district plan has to be prepared in accordance with the national and state plans, sir, but at the hyper-local level, local authorities should retain the power to shape specific measures for disaster relief, and local plan should complement the national plans and not the other way around. Sir, the current definition of disaster and disaster risk is very restrictive, sir. It does not include some of the major national disasters like heat waves and pollution. Sir, globally, heat waves are accepted as climate-related disaster, giving the ramification on ecosystem, human health. Sir, thousands of people die in our country because of heat wave. This should be included. Death of heat wave should be included in the definition, sir. The government of India, our foremost medical research institute like ICMR, sir. A study done by Pandey and Anamikas found that 16 to 70 lakh deaths were attributable to air pollution in India in 2019. So this definition of disaster should include air pollution and heat waves, sir. Sir, I request the government to examine this. Our country should have a debate that why can't we start our academic year in mid-August? Because of climate change reality now. Because of climate change, heat waves, floods, heavy rainfall, sir, are happening in month of July, August, and sir. This we can save human lives and economic loss, sir. Sir, another important point, there's always a lack in distribution of SDRF funds for 3 months to a year, sir, after the time of disaster and after the flood is announced, after relief is announced. My request to the government is that immediate measure that SDRF amount due to the state for a year should be released at the beginning to the year, as most of the calamities, heat strokes and floods happen between May and October, sir. Sir, the scale of finance at SDRF for relief is ridiculously low. For example, 60,000 per kilometer for district and rural roads. Who will make, sir? This road is 60,000 rupees. Please tell us. Sir, even for recovery and reconstruction, the norms are kept at 50% SSR of Government of India projects. It is 55 lakhs per kilometer for roads. Who will build in 55 lakhs? No road can be made now, sir. I demand that the 50% clause should be removed and it should be at par with SSR of NHAI, sir. So now coming to PDNA, which is taken to assess the requirement for recovery and reconstruction, the resistance of NDMA. Sir, many states like Kerala, Assam, Sikkim, Himachal have not released released funds on PDNA. Because of not release under PDNA, they cannot go to multi-lateral agencies like World Bank. Sir, the norms for releasing funds allocation at SDRF as per 15 Finance Commission is 70% weightage is for previous expenditure and only 15% is for year population. Now, in my state of Telangana, the previous government had not utilized their amount, 1,300 crores outstanding. Now, because of not utilizing, my present Chief Minister Revan Reddy is being penalized. So I request this government that government should not be penalized if the funds are not spent by previous governments. That is 70% I demand, so it should be reduced to 15%, and more emphasis should be on the actual incident of calamities. Sir, I demand from the government, this FRBM limit of 3% is there. Let 0.5% be earmarked for natural disasters. See, climate change is a reality, sir. So 0.5% should be earmarked in the FRBM so that the state governments can go to multi-lending and say World Bank. And last point, sir. In my state in August, September, the Honorable Minister, Mr. Bandi Sanjay is sitting over here. In August and September 23, we had floods and huge rainfall. 10,000 crores has been the loss. Only 2,300 crore damages to roads, sir. Still now, government is not releasing the money. Districts like Mahbubabad, Suryapet, Khammam and Warangal have suffered huge losses. There has been human loss, cattle loss, property loss, especially of Dalit community. I'm concluding. So I demand that the request being made by the Honorable Chief Minister Revant Reddy on behalf of Telangana, Mr. Bandi Sanjay should pursue it and ensure Telangana is done justice. Lastly, sir, vacancies SDRF, sir, there are 14,197 personnel in service against the sanctioned strength of 18,557. And why are you not able to stop mudslides, floods, which are happening in Himachal and Kerala? Floods are happening in Bihar. What are you doing? NDRF fund is 600 crores. Is 600 crores enough? Why don't you increase it to 10,000 crores when money is a no issue for you? Every time we say. So that is why, sir, I oppose this bill on this ground. Thank you, sir.
धन्यवाद। कौन है? संजय देशमुख। माननीय संजय देशमुख जी।